Bulai Tavwa, we love Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bulaminaka, I'm Linda Form, a student Suva. I love listening to Today FM because they play latest music and they rock.
Hi, my name is Osnate. I'm from Ba. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bula, I'm a curator from Nandi. We love listening to Today FM. Here in Nandi, it rocks.
Hi, I'm Shania. I'm from Lotoka and I love Today FM and it rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
In the news tonight, senior Sadelpa MP condemns Bulitavu's racist remarks. Gander Shipping sells vessels. And Pacific Update looks at labour mobility.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Amrita Sagar.
The Sadelpa hierarchy, including party leader Sitiveni Rambuka, have been silent on the racist remarks made by Moses Bulitavu. But for the first time, one of the very senior MPs has spoken out condemning the issue. Finally, on FBC News Tonight, Sadelpa's Vice President Anna Rechale says Bulitavu's comments show an ill-fated view. Ali Kimbia with more.
Not mincing his words, Anna Rechale has stated that Sadelpa will not accept and condone Bulitavu's racial comments.
So it is clear that the comments are not supported by the party, and personally, it is a very unfortunate view that belongs solely to those that own those statements.
Chale says these comments does not reflect what the party stands for, and racial vilification will not be tolerated.
My statement is that Sadelpa does not stand for racial profiling and disunity. Honorable Bulitavu's comments and other comments that you are referring to are theirs only.
With Bulitavu apologizing for the comments he made, his fate in the party will be determined by the management board.
I need to see the full context of it and then discuss with him before I make a comment on that.
Sadelpa is expected to make a decision tomorrow on whether it will take any action against Bulitavu. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
Gander Shipping Limited will be selling 2 of its vessels. This comes a week after the vessels were detained and their services were suspended for non-compliance of the Safe Ships Management Regulation. Managing Director George Gander says buyers will be coming next week to inspect the vessels. He claims his company in 1 week has made a tremendous financial loss within a week as his ships were not servicing various maritime routes.
That's about $1 million loss. With wages, with the vessels anchored out, with all these dues and every fees. I'm looking at $1 million loss in a week.
Labour mobility in the Pacific accounts for more than 25,000 Pacific Island workers taking up seasonal work in either Australia or New Zealand. For Fiji, since 2015, more than 2,200 Fijians have participated in the schemes, working between 6 to 8 months at any one time. The 2019 Pacific Update took a look at some of the benefits and challenges of what is potentially a $20 billion industry for the region. Maggie Boyle tells us more.
It's not all happy days for the Pacific labour scheme.
Labour mobility in the Pacific began in 2007 with Fiji joining 5 years ago.
There is a lot of growing interest in that subject. These seasonal worker schemes that didn't exist just 12 years ago, they're now taking 25,000 workers from the Pacific to Australia and New Zealand. Just about every Pacific Island country is participating in the scheme.
With Fiji, the lessons from other countries are helping them enhance their program to ensure workers are aware of what they sign up for.
Showing people in situations living and working together that wouldn't normally be sort of so intimate with each other. This was leading to quite a lot of extramarital affairs and disputes.
Additionally, local narratives for workers and the families of these workers in specific rural communities where labour mobility is a key part of life need to be disseminated across the region and within Australia to share key learnings.
Meanwhile, on media coverage, Pacific journalists focus on more people-centred stories.
There's a more balanced representation between policy-based stories and social impact narratives on labour mobility in Pacific media than there is in Australian media coverage.
Currently, there are 421 Fijians working in New Zealand and 256 in Australia. Maggie Boyle, FBC News.
Preparations are continuing for two Singatoka chefs who will for the first time represent Fiji at the Global Chefs Challenge Finals in Russia next year. This is after Outrigger Fiji Beach Resort chefs Navneet Reddy and Muni Vikash Chetty won gold medals during the Pacific Rim semi-finals in Australia, beating chefs from across the Pacific, which included New Zealand and Australia. Philippa Naikaso has more.
They have already created history for Fiji in Australia, and now Navneet and Muni have another chance to stamp Fiji's name amongst top chefs from around the world during the Chefs' Congress in Russia.
Russia is actually a big platform to compete, so actually we are taking more of like Google's to researchers to do and more advanced in our cooking.
Russia is totally different, just like we have Switzerland, China. These countries are already competing for many years, and they have what they do. Simply, we can't believe this is real chocolate or this is real cake. So we going there, and we need everybody's support.
For the two young chefs, they are still trying to come to terms with their achievements.
Really proud. Whenever you wear Fiji, just like if you're playing for a Fiji team or anywhere, just like you wear a chef, and we have a Fiji logo over there, that's something very big for me to represent the country.
Actually, I'm looking forward, as we are Fiji, a little country, we're going to be representing in a big platform in the world. So I'm really looking forward to represent Fiji and also Outrigger Beach Resort.
Navneet and Muni had won the national culinary competition held last year, which qualified them to participate at the Pacific Rim semi-finals in Australia. Philippa Naikaso, FBC News.
Up ahead, school student crowned Miss Nuavata 2019. And family shares struggle to care for unfortunate children. Details after the break.
Bula, go minuni mereka-reki untuk terletak di forong Nembula FM, namun dua nesek.
Nimbula, ayaw meli, nawati tiyo may mataniway, ando talita ka na warong Nembula FM.
Untuk kami nabi series wa Nembula FM, namun dua nesek isu. Ni sambol binakan lewi biti gonga lemon tahun ni lewemba. Ngango musim balen roko-roko untuk talita ka na warong Nembula FM.
Bula FM, number 2 NSR.
Bula FM, number 2 NSR.
Hundreds of people gathered at Subral Park Ground 2 in Mombasa last night to witness the final night of the 2019 Nuavata Northern Crime Prevention Carnival. 18-year-old Mombasa College student Josephine St. John beat 5 other contestants to take out the Miss Nuavata Crime Prevention Carnival crown. Eleanor Tarangaview has more.
The culmination of the week-long carnival drew in people by the hundreds. Miss the new queen crowned in the country's only crime prevention carnival.
First of all, I'd like to thank Heavenly Father for giving me the strength and the wisdom and the courage to stand in front of you all and to participate and to share my advocacy message. Secondly, I'd like to thank my parents for all the support they've given.
Contestants advocated on several issues in the week-long affair. The aim is to help police reduce crime in the Northern Division.
I took a stand and to help these teenagers come out of their shell and to at least give them hope that suicide is not the answer.
Mr. Drive Smart, Meli Ralutongo, is crowned king. He plans to use the platform to help fight against child labor in Vanuatu.
One request for parents to keep up the fight against child labor in hope of a happy childhood.
Closing the event last night, Digicel CEO Mike Gregg has confirmed its sponsorship for next year's carnival.
We absolutely will be back next year.
$92,810 was collected in the carnival charity chest. Eleanor Turangaibu, FBC News.
Retaining veterinarians is one of the major challenges currently faced by the SPCA. SPCA co-chair Seema Deo says vets play a vital role in providing effective surveillance for animals and their health. Kritika Kumar reports.
Seema Deo says this has been an issue for over past 10 years and it is expensive to bring in vets from overseas.
We managed to bring in 2 veterinarians from overseas. We have to pay their immigration bond fees, we have to pay their airfares, and then we have to find them home somewhere to stay when they are in Fiji.
Deo says it's also expensive to send students to take up the veterinary courses in other countries.
We are slowly in Fiji bringing back some of our local graduates, so people who went overseas to study are coming back, and we are hoping that several of those will choose to work for organizations like SPCA.
Shanil Narayan says SPCA is currently understaffed.
Resources and staff is always an issue. We actually understaffed at the moment, but the team is working really hard to make sure we provide the best facility to these dogs which are coming in, like the best care.
Meanwhile, SPCA has also opened a new cat adoption area so that they can spend time with humans and be ready to be transferred into a home. Kritika Kumar, FBC News.
A family that feels the capacity to care is the thing which gives life its deepest significance. This is the story of a family who will do whatever it takes to take care of 84 unfortunate children. In tonight's Successful Fijian, we will witness how generosity is a condition of the heart and not the wallet. Senya Nimboila with this success story.
Successful Fijians is brought to you by the Fiji Development Bank, your partner in progress.
They now call themselves the Zion Ministry, but the struggles they faced when they started back in 2015 was something to behold.
It's really challenging. It really challenges us, I think, in both ways, physically and spiritually. It's not easy because they've been old enough to know things. Eh? Sometimes when you talk to them, they've got the answer, and they try to be too smart, you know. That's the time when I think sometimes they try to get into our nerves. But we have that heart of bringing them up.
Founder Serusi Tanganiniwai says the girls were homeless and they entered their door to seek parental love.
Sometimes we have to do the running around here and there looking for food for table. We know that what we are doing, we are not getting paid by the government or any other non-government organization or somewhere else, or financial support from any other international body or international groups. The only thing that we have is the heart.
The youngest was a one-year-old boy, and sometimes life is a challenge. However, it has molded these kids to be stronger in life.
It's not enough, really, it's not enough. And sometimes we had nothing to eat. There's nothing, there's only coconut, boiled water over there. There's no sugar, tap water is over there, just please yourself. Sometimes we have food on the table. Sometimes it's not really enough for us. No? We just share little, whatever things that we have.
Overcrowding continued to be an issue for them, but they are determined to do whatever it takes to support the kids.
We want to thank Turang Tisuba for the big blessing. Since though it's a fossil land or it's a crown land, it's still a piece of land. That he already gave us a green light to move, and negotiation will be done sooner or later.
As the Zion Ministry continues to survive every day, their advice is simple. You can live with less of what you have. You can be more of who you are. Sainiani Mboila, FBC News.
Successful Fijians is brought to you by the Fiji Development Bank, your partner in progress.
Ahead in sports, emotional moment for women's rugby league team. And Tawake ready for Pacific Games debut. That's after the break.
Hi, Bula. I'm Selai from Nandi. I love Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Hi, my name is Sotiama here in Ba. We love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Bula, I'm Miri. I'm from Lotoka and I love Gold FM because they play all my classic hits.
Hi, my name is Fiona from Tavua and I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Hi, I'm Ini from Raki Raki. I love Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Tears were shed at the Team Fiji Women's Rugby League jersey presentation in Apia, Samoa today. It was quite an emotional moment for players and officials as Fiji will be represented for the first time in Women's Rugby League at the Pacific Games.
This is our first Women's Rugby League Nines team to any international tournament, and their jersey presentation at the Games Village today was quite different, as players had to wipe the tears off their faces, knowing they are history makers.
You've made history for Rugby League team and the Fasano for Fiji. So your greatness is within you. Your greatness is not outside of you. Your greatness is within you. But to bring about that greatness, there is a team that is to help you realize your own greatness.
Leno's message really struck the players, and captain and Olympian Timaima Ravisa says they'll try and make their debut tournament a memorable one.
Felt so emotional. Being given the role as a captain comes with big responsibility, and I want to thank the Lord for His guidance, not only for me, for the team and the management as a whole. Our journey was a bit rough from December. We don't get really that much support back home, but we managed to stick together as a team.
This team was at one stage told they were not going to the Pacific Games, but Fasanok, led by the CEO Lorraine Ma, worked tirelessly behind the scene to make the trip possible.
There's so many things that we went through to get here to Samoa. We're just so grateful that we are here. There's so many things, but that's all behind us. The main thing is that we are here in Samoa and we are here to play.
The Fiji Women's Rugby League 9 side will take on Papua New Guinea in their first match at 1:25 p.m. tomorrow. Aquila Dhama, FBC Sports.
Being the daughter of a Navy commander is quite challenging, especially when you have to juggle studies with training. This rings true for national basketball rep Lesi Tawake, the 17-year-old daughter of Commander Navy Captain Humphrey Tawake. Aquila Dhama caught up with her at the Pacific Games Village.
Ready to make her debut for Fiji at the Pacific Games, and the Yetsen secondary school student says being brought up in a disciplined environment is an advantage for her.
The support's been really great. My dad's really strict. When we started training, the time wasn't really that great because the arena was usually booked. We would start at 8 and finish at 10. So, you know, he was really strict with the timing, and because I'm a school student, and then I have to come home and do my work and, you know, my chores.
Tawake says she's fortunate to be making her debut with some of Fiji's best.
I definitely am excited, especially playing with these legends, Valerie, Letava, Michaela, and Millie. I know I have a lot to grasp from them, especially with their experiences over in America.
Meanwhile, head coach Laisiasa Puamau says Tawake and two 16-year-olds in Moana Liberats and Estelle Kainamoli are the future of women's basketball in Fiji.
In their first debut at these Pacific Games, and I'm sure just as they're excited, we're excited to see their performance in this tournament.
The team will play Cook Islands in their first match at 11 a.m. tomorrow. In Apia, Samoa, Aquila Dhama, FBC Sports.
Olympic gold medalist and flying Fijians rep Leone Nakarawa has talked about the impact senior players have on the juniors. He says being selected in the team is not the end and that all players have to work hard to achieve their goals. Faria Begum with more. Leone Nakarawa has set the record straight for senior players as he has challenged them to lead by example.
Senior players are the role models for the junior ones, and if we do the right thing, I think the upcoming one will do the same thing. But if we slack off, and then if we just casually just do things on our own way and the wrong way, I think we'll be teaching the younger ones the wrong things as well.
While coach John McKee was impressed with the level of commitment showed by the overseas-based players, and the bond within the team grows stronger every day.
When all the boys come back home from the different parts of the world, you know, they're all
very proud to represent Fiji, but something like a training week like this has been great to really pull the team together.
The Flying Fijians will take on the Maori All Blacks in a Pacific Series test match next Saturday at the ANZ Stadium in Suva. Faria Begum, FBC Sports.
The Crusaders have created history after winning the Super Rugby title 3 years in a row. They defeated the Jaguares 19-3 in the final last night. The Cricket World Cup semi-finals have been confirmed. India will take on New Zealand in the first semi-final on Tuesday at 9:30 p.m, while England will take on Australia on Thursday at 9:30 p.m. in the second semi-final. Well, in today's weather, it was cloudy periods that was experienced with few showers about the interior and eastern parts of the larger islands. Elsewhere, it was fine apart from isolated brief or afternoon or evening showers. We take a look at the west. It was fine once again from brief isolated afternoon and evening showers. And eastwards from Pacific Harbour to Suva, cloudy periods with few showers was experienced. All the way up north, it was fine apart from afternoon or evening showers. At sea, an easterly wind flow prevails over the Fiji group with easterly winds from 15 to 20 knots. For the tides, low tide will be at 4:10 p.m. with high tide at 10:02 a.m. Sunrise will be at 6:41. As for tomorrow, cloudy periods with few showers about the interior and eastern parts of the larger islands are forecast. As we look further on to Tuesday, few showers are expected over the interior and eastern parts of the larger islands. It will mainly be fine elsewhere. Recapping the main story, Sadelpa MP condemns Bulitavu's racist remarks. Gounder Shipping sells vessels, and Pacific Update looks at labour mobility. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. On to our poll questions segment, this week we're asking, do you agree with Sadelpa that non-Itoke Fijian citizens are Vulangi or visitors? Visit our FBC website to answer. You can always send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share it with us for our Facebook page FBC News. You can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC News or hashtag FBC News. And that was your FBC News for tonight. Until next time, good night.
My name is Neha and I'm from Karavi and Mirchi FM it's hot. हम आचल नसोरी से मिर्ची FM बहुत जुलूम.
Hi, हम शारा प्रकाश बात करते हैं तावा में मिर्ची FM सबकंसन and Mirchi FM it's hot.
Hi, my name is Prashant. I live in Suva. I love Mirchi FM because Mirchi FM it's hot.
Hi, I'm Shane. I love listening Mirchi FM because it's awesome and it's hot.
Hi, I'm Rachel.
And I'm Shavi. We love listening to Mirchi FM in Lambasa.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.